Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to review part 3 of the Family Oral History Project. For this part of the project, you will investigate a specific area related to a social, cultural, psychological, etc. topic, issue, or phenomenon from the interview, part 1, that you are interested in learning more about. Then you will develop a research question and write about your findings in an investigation essay. To complete part 3 of the project, you will work in steps for weeks 11 to 15. Step 1, watch how to develop a good research topic and review the QCC Library's guide titled The Research Process to Get Started. Step 2, use Gale Power Search from the QCC Library database. Watch Using Gale's Power Search, Advanced Search, and From Research Question to Keywords to learn how to use Gale's database effectively. Step 3, complete Journal Entry 10 by the end of the day on November 10th. Step 4, use Academic Search Complete to locate one information source. Watch Locating Peer-Reviewed Articles in Academic Search Complete to learn how to use Academic Search Complete effectively. Step 5, complete Journal Entry 11 by the end of the day on November 15th. Step 6, participate in Discussion Forum number 9. Your main post is due by the end of the day on November 16th, and your reply is due by the end of the day on November 17th. Step 7, complete Journal Entry number 12 by the end of the day on November 20th. Step 8, participate in Discussion Forum number 10. Your main post is due by the end of the day on November 30th, and your reply is due by the end of the day on December 1st. Step 9, attend the virtual CTAS class visit on November 29th from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Step 10, complete Journal Entry 13 by the end of the day on December 1st. And Step 11, submit the final draft of Part 3 to turn it in by the end of the day on December 8th. Expectations. MLA style, approximately 1,000 words, 4 pages, not including the works cited page, an original title, and a works cited page listing all 3 sources, your primary source, your interviewee, and secondary sources, the articles that you gathered from Gale and Academic Search Complete. Helpful tips. What is a research question? When researching your topic, you will develop a research question. Typically, a research question asks a specific question that is neither a yes or a no question, or what's called a closed-ended question, nor a fact-based question, such as what are the mental health effects that video games have on young children. That is, the research question can generate various perspectives and answers. Please keep in mind that your research question should be somewhat loosely or closely related to something that emerged from your interview during part 1 of the project. Your investigation essay will explore your research question and address the research you conducted and any discoveries you have made from your reading and sense-making of your found sources. What will the investigation essay include? Your investigation essay should include the following things: your research question, one only, clearly stated in the conclusion of your investigation essay, an overview, summary, and 3 or more things you learned from the information source you used from Gale. This source should be on a topic, theme, or issue that is related to a social or cultural aspect that was mentioned, gleaned on, or related to a discussion you had with your interviewee, and one that you should have written about in part 2 of the project. This information will come from Journal Entry number 10. An overview, summary, and 3 or more things you learned from the information source you used from Academic Search Complete. This source should be on a topic, theme, or issue that is related to a social or cultural aspect that was mentioned, gleaned on, or related to a discussion you had with your interviewee, and one that you should have written about in part 2 of the project. This information will come from Journal Entry number 11. At least one citation or direct quotation from each source you use, one from the Gale source and one from the Academic Search Complete source, followed by in-text citation, and a paraphrase, analysis, and discussion of significance for each citation. This information will also come from journal entries 10 and 11, as well as discussion forum number 9. I included a suggested outline for this investigation essay. Your investigation essay should look somewhat like the following. First paragraph will be the introduction of your research topic in question. You'll provide a brief introduction of the topic you selected and any reasons and/or motivations for choosing this specific topic, and your research question is clearly stated. Paragraph 2, introduction of each secondary information source from journal entries 10 and 11. You'll provide a summary of one source, where you'll provide the author's name and title of the source as you introduce it. Summary of second source, also stating author's name and title of the source as you introduce it. And in this paragraph, you'll discuss how both sources compare, support, or relate to each other. Your next paragraph will discuss your findings, answers, and/or solutions. And this will be from discussion forum number 9. You'll address how this information source answers and/or addresses your research question. At least one specific quote or paraphrase from the source, including an in-text citation. You'll also address how the second information source answers and/or addresses your research question with at least one specific quote, paraphrase from the source, including an in-text citation. Also, there'll be an address and discussion of an area of the topic you learned about through sharing these two information sources. Next paragraph will provide an overall learning experience and reflection takeaway from journal entry number 12. Here you'll talk about major takeaways from conducting research, including your work on parts 1 and 2 of the project from start to finish. You'll highlight anything you learned in this process from parts 1, 2, and 3. Any meta commentary is welcome, such as I felt nervous going into my interview. You'll discuss any connections you found between parts 1 and 2 and the research you conducted for part 3. To what extent does the research give you more information or awareness about an area in parts 1 and 2 of the project? Also, in this paragraph, you'll establish a clear thesis statement on the topic you researched based on your research question and what you learned. Finally, the last page of your investigation essay will include the works cited page. Well, that's it for part 3 of the project. Part 3 of the project will also invite you to take advantage of an extra credit opportunity where you can attend a Research 101 workshop offered by the QCC Library to learn more about the research process for part 3 of this project and also give you 20 extra credit points. Well, that's it for now. Please stay tuned for the next video, which will discuss the criteria for success.